everyone, welcome back to another Transformers toy review. Today we're taking a look at one of the new figures from the Legacy line. I say new, it's new to me as in I've only just sort of got hold of this. This is kind of the first wave of Legacy figures, although technically I did get kind of Buzzsaw in the other Scorponok, you know, they're kind of repaints first. So this is kind of the first lot of kind of Voyager, no, deluxe size figures. So in that way, you've got Dragstrip, who we've got here, who we're going to take a look at. We've got Kickback and Skids, who I'll also be reviewing as well. So here he is straight out of the box. You see he comes with two blasters. What they've kind of gone for, I think, is they've tried to go for more of a G1 cartoon look, rather than the more kind of stylized look that they went with Combiner Wars. And just to give you an idea, I'll just adjust the brightness there a second, just to give you an idea of like color and style. There he is alongside the Combiner Wars version. So there isn't much different height-wise between the two, but the colors are quite different actually. This very much reminds me more of the kind of cartoon. I would say the colour on this is closer to the actual toy, I would say. But yeah, two very different looks. I still actually really like the look on this one. Very kind of Cybertronian looking face, something a bit different anyway. But this one is the new version. So it comes with it. It's kind of extra articulation. And obviously we'll get the other Stunticons as part of this later on throughout all the different waves and things like this. So sorry if I keep on adjusting my cameras because I'm in our kind of living room and it's really changeable in terms of weather. So it starts getting lighter, darker. So it's just adjusting that way. So here's the figure. I'll show you all the other kind of bits and pieces before we go in and take a look at everything on him. As you know, I normally cut out all the bits on here. As always, one of the things I really love about the modern Transformers is all of the artwork and everything that you get with them. So this is kind of like the side piece, and you see it's like got a bit of a thing to it. So you kind of get two shots, a bit of a close up, and then him there in his robot mode. On the back, you get a picture of both. Standard thing really, it details how many steps from transformation, and then you've got this new thing which is like a QR code, which if you scan that, it'll go in to a website which shows you his kind of readouts and everything else like that, and a small bio, I think. So Decepticon Dragstrip, so maybe they just couldn't get it as Dragstrip. And in the front, I kind of cut this bit out because I thought it was cool, just showing him in vehicle mode, all guns blazing as per usual. And that's the Legacy kind of logo there. The Legacy one, I'm not sure how I feel about it because it is kind of bits and pieces of things so far. But I've not been blown away by it, but I'm not too disappointed with the figures either. So let's bring him in here. And what we'll do is we'll take a closer look at him. You've got the head sculpt is pretty decent. He's quite bit of a chunky head, I would say, but there is decent paint on him. You've got red all the way around, and then purple here, red visor, and then silver for the face. Bit of a grumpy face here, and then he's got two guns, which if I take them out, they're kind of the same, but the cast on them is pretty good. There is kind of hollow bits, but it's then painted purple. So you can hold them individually, or you can peg them together, he says. Yeah, so like that. And hold them together like that. There are other places you can store them. So on the instructions, it shows you storing them on the back, like this. So if you don't want them to hold them, you can just do that. In terms of articulation and paint, as we go through, had a look at the head. There's not really much going down. You do get side to side, which goes all the way around. There's a little bit forward, I guess, not much back, but the head is actually hollow at the back, which comes in for vehicle mode. But it does look kind of odd when you look back at that. You've got the kind of wheels on the side here as you go through. No paint on those, which is unfortunate. I may need to colour these in just in the centre here, silver. You do get waist articulation, which goes all the way around. You get this kind of cockpit section here, which is like a mustard yellow, which again is kind of the colour scheme from the cartoon. And then the silver in here, and that again does look very much like the cartoon. If you go back and take a look at it, he's kind of got this silver section here with all the pistons and everything showing. The arms, they can rotate all the way around. If I just move that out of the way, yeah, you can do. Out to the side, like that. You get rotation here on kind of like a mushroom peg. And then the arm comes up to there. These bits do also kind of rotate around. The hands are one solid piece. Oh, you can see, sorry about that. As I said, suddenly the sun comes out and I have to adjust my camera accordingly. Yeah, so you've got that. It's pretty much everything on the arm, I think. Gone through the waist. There's a bit of loose, not exactly looseness, and that comes from the combiner bit, where if you push this in here, it will separate. And that it's more obvious in vehicle mode, but if you just press it in like that, and it'll come apart like that, and then you just click it back in, and then the legs all the way out to there, all the way forward, all the way back, rotation up here as well, which works well, and then a bend in the knee that goes up to there. The feet, nothing forward, you do get back to there, and a rocker that goes all the way out to there, so plenty of movement, so you know you can get him in some dynamic poses. However you want. There you go. So yeah, overall pretty good. Transformation's all right as well. So I'll try and take you through that. I'm just going to unplug these just for ease. These bits come up here. These leg pieces will peg together, I think. Yeah. Just checking to see what we have to do with this bit here. Yeah, these bits all open up and you do like a bit of a combiner wars thing, but I'm just going to peg them together like that for now. You do want this bit around here. These bits then, this bit comes forward and all of this bit kind of folds up into this space here. And then what's going to happen is you're going to bring these down and these are going to straighten up like that. And then it's a case of rotating these around the other way, like that. Okay. This is going to come into this section here and just click in. So again, just bring this down and then just swing it around the other way. And then this wheel's just going to click into there like that. And you can see with these pegs here, they'll line up and you'll be able to peg them into each other to form a Decepticon symbol up here. This bit twirls around like that. I'm not sure if no, I can keep the head that way around, I think. This bit kind of comes out from itself, so you just kind of, it's almost like on a little thing here, so you just want to pull that away. These arms will peg into the side here, and then just underneath there's a little catch there. They just peg in like that, so that's all secure. This will come around, the head will go underneath, and then these bits will peg into the side of the arms like that. And you can see what I mean by the inside of their head thing there. And these leg pieces will tuck in like that. And then this is going to come down here, and everything should peg in. And these top bits will just peg into there, just holding everything into place quite nicely. And then you've got his vehicle mode. Again, more reminiscent of what he looked like in the cartoon, with the different colours and everything else like that. I think it's a pretty good looking vehicle mode. Don't know if you do have to do anything else with this. I don't think so. I think that is how it's supposed to go, like that. Just have to be careful just to peg these bits in. So you've got like a little section. It isn't big enough to fit any characters in. You can pop the guns on the side, just like this, like that. I do remember something from the cartoon where he kind of sits in and tries to drive him. So you can kind of, can't quite replicate that, but you can kind of pretend he's driving him. So I guess that kind of works. Can't remember how he did it, but he was kind of like, almost like he's kind of sat in, wasn't he? And he was kind of just about kind of steering it with his hands, because he had to steal it in the cartoon. So you can't quite do that, we can roughly get it. Yeah, some nice paint detailing on it, with the kind of more mustard kind of colours and the red stripes going down. Obviously the silver comes through. Nice red stripes going down all the way throughout. It's just a shame really about the detailing on the wheels. I probably will pop them out and just add a bit of paint to them. I think that will make the world of a difference to this figure. Just liven it up. I'm going to transform the Combiner Wars now and just have them side by side, just so you can see what they look like. But for a size comparison, another one that's in the wave, you've got here Skids. So he's the same class, but he's a good bit bigger, like this. And then next up, we'll bring in the Combiner Wars version. Here we are, and we've got the two side by side, and it's quite a difference actually. Combiner Wars one is a fair bit chunkier, but it is a bit more generic. You see this and you know it's definitely Dragstrip, whereas this one it's a cool mold, but it was like repurposed and redone to death and used for the G2 version, the Mirage. Can't remember who else they did with it, but it would have been a few at least, just from my memory. But yeah, pretty cool. I don't think he's really good, but I don't think he's at the point where I'd go, actually I'll ditch my Combiner Wars version. I will probably keep that one. I don't know why, perhaps I'm just being daft, but I'm gonna get all the other ones in this one. I think we're gonna get a better Motor Master at the end of it. So there is that. It does look as if it's going to be more stable. The engineering that they've kind of taken from it looks like they've kind of taken what a lot of the third-party combiners have done and used more parts forming for Menasor, like the thing where you see that this bit kind of comes in half. So this bit will just come off, and it looks like one half. This half will peg on the top half of the arm and the other bit on the bottom half of the arm. So yeah, pretty cool. I am looking forward to getting the other ones in the line now, especially Motor Master. But Yeah, I think we've seen images of Wild Rider and Motormaster, and nothing for Dead End or Breakdown so far. Be interesting to see. Obviously, they're doing Menasor in this legacy line, which they've already done before. Be interested to see if they actually go back and revisit any of the others or not. Who knows? Anyway, that's it for now. If you have been, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.